Hi guys, I usually update on Mondays, but I just want to let you know about a couple of things since I'm going through my little journey. And yes, it is going to be, quite slow, but that's a good thing because I want to make sure that I'm doing the right steps and so forth to becoming a healthier me. First of all, my cravings have been getting a lot better. I'm not as I used to. And if I am wanting something besides like the ordinary like chicken and rice, then I portion it. So um, at Walmart I usually get like lean cuisines, especially for lunch, because if I'm craving pasta or whatever, at least it's portioned, and then it will let me know like the calorie intake, the sugars, and so forth. I don't do it all the time, but I just don't feel like you should not be able to indulge into anything. I mean, that would be a very boring kind of diet, and I just don't want to do that because then later on I'll get bored and then I'll go back to my bad habits. Um, so basically, I feel like I'm getting thinner. I feel it in my stomach, and I definitely feel it in my hips. Like, the last video, I lost 4 inches in my hips, so I definitely am starting to feel it, especially my clothes. My clothes are getting a little bit bigger, which is awesome. Let's see what else. Just certain things. Like, the most positive thing that you could do for yourself is just get motivated. I mean, I have kids all the way, like, from 4:30 in the morning until, the next day. And so sometimes I just don't feel motivated. So I just look at the situation and I'm like, okay, I need to get up and I need to go, like, walk a mile. I mean, I walk with the kids too. I'll strap them in the stroller, and I'll go and take a walk, a mile or two of a walk. They love it. So, I mean, it's really good. And as soon as I get out there, then I start feeling better. So, yeah, so that's really good. And then another thing I want to talk about is basically support system. I have 2 girls that are on Garcinia, Cambodia. Amanda is on week 2, and Kylie is on week 1. Kylie says that she's already starting to see results, like, slowly, obviously, but I thought it was really funny because she makes, like, comments like, oh, are you supposed to pee this much? It's like, well, no, you're just drinking a lot more water. So that's what's going to happen. And then Amanda, I think she has lost three pounds. I haven't weighed her though, so I don't know her inches. So anyways, so support system is great. So you can go out to eat with them, and they are not, eating the most horrible foods, just things like that. So it's really helping me. And then, but there's negatives as well. Some people are going to be down about what you're doing. They're going to be like, oh, like, how could you be taking those supplements? Bad for you, even though they're not. And then you'll get negative comments like, oh, I'm not seeing as much as you are, and that kind of thing. Don't get down on it. There's a lot of people out there that have different problems with their weight. Maybe they're too thin, or maybe, or they feel like they're just fine, but then there's other categories that they're not happy with, like their personality and so forth. So, I mean, don't get down on your... I got down last week because I had a couple negative, not feedbacks from here, but feedbacks from people about the situation. And it definitely doesn't help when your spouse is eating whatever, kind of garbage that is around. So I did talk to him about that. It's like, I don't care, honey, that you're going to eat, McDonald's or whatever, but I do not want you to do it in front of me. Because even though I'm not having cravings, of course I'm going to want that hamburger and french fries. I mean, it's only natural. Especially, it takes a while for all of, like, the bad foods, the bad habits, just bad everything to, to leave your body. So, yeah, so if you are having, issues like that, like I was, I definitely would talk to the people that are, influencing you to make, not very wise decisions. So, anyways, so basically, I just feel tremendously better. Days that I don't feel as great as others, but I think that's I'm only on week 3. So, yeah, so I really feel like when I weigh in on Monday, I really feel like I'm going to be in the 70s, which is awesome. I haven't been in the 70s in, quite a few months, and every time I would get on the scale, it was like the most horrible, terrifying, like, fear of mine. So I'm really looking forward to actually getting on the scale and doing my measurements this time. Um, Nothing has really been changing. Like I said, I do like the little like workouts. Nothing tremendously, out of the ordinary. But I do feel like I should be walking a lot more. The weather is beautiful. It's been beautiful about 2 days now, and so I am going to start taking advantage of that and taking kids on walks and so forth. So, anyways, I just wanted to touch base that everything is going well, and that I feel like things are starting to look up for me, and I'm sure there's going to be downfalls. I'm sure I'm not going to lose weight one week like I did last week, but the measurements keep coming off, so that's the important thing to me. So just keep positive, keep up with your routines. Routines are actually really, really good, especially when you're on a journey like mine to lose, 40, 45 pounds, because don't have a routine, then you could fall back into doing something that you shouldn't be doing, like eating too much, just certain things like that. So, anyway, so basically, I just want to encourage people to give me some kind of feedback. Let me know how you were doing on your weight loss and so forth. If you have any questions or anything like that. So have a good Thursday, and I will be updating on Monday. All right.